Black Ops 7, cucked by our creators. And that kind of reminds me of the Ubisoft when it was cucked by one guy, the Schedule 1 game. I need to play that game. But yeah, this is I guess a dig at Black Ops 7.
Oh, no, I didn't come looking for no Call of Duty. I came here looking for that Matt booty. Call of Duty was once the gold standard for historical shooters, flawlessly weaving history into a linear action.
Oh, anime mods in a Call of Duty game, of course.
Game that captivated you.
It's not, baby.
Now, we're dropping space machetes out of the sky on Menendez while they blast mariachi music because he's a spicy quesadilla. All people wanted was a shoot-a-man game where a guy that looks like a shoulder is shooting another guy that looks like a soldier. So what does Call of Duty do? They make me fight zombies on a fucking Smash Bros map. What does Battlefield do? Make money. What does Arc Raiders do? People call me slurs while they beg for their lives. It reminds me of my youth. Call of Duty? There should have been a Call of Players. Ain't nobody playing this shit. Between ramming Five Guys and Battlefield, gamers don't have money for anything else. And even if they did, this game's greatest achievement is proving Activision can count to 7. This campaign is so bad that you get a free mode for beating it, but only 3 people ended up doing that, so they had to open it up.
Freaking Black Ops. I forgot they were at Black Ops 7. We just checked it out the other day. Or yeah, a while ago. Yeah. Holy crap. The fact that it's losing to everything. Everything. Oh my god. This is why I love Fleek. Yeah, the truth hits hard. He brings everything. Everything in reality. What was it that the devs said 6 months ago or something? That no matter what, it'll make money. That people were returning Black Ops 7. Returning it. Because of like AI generated something. And the difference was between Arc Raiders and Black Ops 7 is in Arc Raiders, they state outright that, and the actors signed off, that their voices will be AI generated for certain things. They signed off on it. They signed permission for that. And it's in the sales information. Black Ops 7 didn't tell anyone that it had AI crap. So Steam stores are just giving everything back.
To everyone. And by everyone, I mean the 6 other people that played it through Game Pass. For reference, this campaign is 3 hours long. People can't make it through 3 hours. Black Ops 4 had a better campaign than this. If you don't know.
Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign. That's the funny part. They scrapped the campaign last minute. They were smart. They knew. I love this joke. If you don't know, you don't, or whatever he's gonna say. It's just like you have to be in the know. You have to be in the know. Yeah, it didn't have a campaign. They were gonna make one. They had outsourced it. It didn't get finished in time, and they shipped the game because it was gonna be multiplayer focused anyway. Why take your multiplayer game and throw it into a story mode? It doesn't work like that. You have to keep them separated, which is why they flow separated. Apparently, Black Ops 7's campaign flows like it's supposed to be a multiplayer.
But that game didn't have a campaign. You are now in on the funny. You may laugh. Spicy quesadilla. Here's a fun fact. Arc Raiders tripled every Call of Duty's player count, proving that if you just put proximity chat in a game, people will endure anything. If Arc Raiders feels like Sisyphus, Black Ops 7 feels like syphilis. Now, I'm not a big hyperbolizer, you know, I don't like to hyperbolize things, but the brain rot that this game has inflicted upon me will permanently impact the course of my bloodline. But it could be worse. I played this game for 5 hours and still got a refund. Gaben, you sexy beast. Just for you, I'm gonna go buy 5 more games that I won't play. Buy a couple throw pillows for the super yacht. On me. And to any
buy a Steam machine. Buy that GameCube. Support Gabe. He's allowing you to refund these terrible games.
Black Ops defenders out there, I'm sorry, but 3 hours is not normal size. It is below average, and something like that would never satisfy anybody. You hear that? You don't have to keep lying to yourself like this. It won't get any bigger. To get us started, they removed all the fun because it was getting in the way of the cash shop. How can they expect to sell Nicki Minaj skins if the campaign has a pause button? This campaign is a gateway drug to Warzone. They put you on a Warzone map, they have you using Warzone mechanics, and they even shove you into a multiplayer lobby so you get used to being disappointed by your teammates. I'm just trying to make it through this bullshit, and now I've got to wait for my teammate to come back from being AFK so I can progress the story? Wow, I'm sitting in the final boss area for 15 minutes waiting to progress. I'm just thinking the game broke, right? Wrong. Turns out my teammate can't figure out the fucking where's my water mini game. I'd yell at him, but he's probably 8 years old. And on top of that, they let your teammates talk during cutscenes, so now their stunning insight is not exclusive to multiplayer.
Take out every major city from Beijing to New York.
So I say, fuck it, I'll just go and play this solo. At least I can pause.
A freaking mouth breather. It's just breathing right onto the mic. Mute yourself. Oh my gosh. The fact that the whole thing's supposed to be played with campaign. The sad thing is most people don't have friends to play campaign. Like, it was funny. My friend was like, oh, we should all get Black Ops, call it Black Ops 7. It has a 4-player campaign. We can all play it together. Then he sees like a weird video of a giant soldier smashing his hand down. He's all, never mind. We're not playing this. Because it's just ridiculous. The whole thing was absolutely ridiculous. Anyone who sees clips of it is just like, what the heck is this? What the heck? Like I'll play a lot of crap if I can play with my friends. But this was just one of those things that, nope. I don't care how great it is. I don't care how much fun it would be to play with friends. It's just too crap. It's too crap.
In solo, and that's when the ghost of Bobby goes, you can't pause. So I walk away from my computer to take a lunch break, do a little light reading, came back, kicked for inactivity. So now when I gotta take a piss, I gotta do it during the cutscenes. But now here's the problem. When I go to get up, we're in some traditional Japanese gardens, and when I sit back down, I see a reminder to refund this shit as soon as I finish. I didn't know all that booty speak about competing with TikTok meant we were gonna start turning the games into brain rot. What are gonna be the bosses in Black Ops 8? Cappuccino Assassino, Chimpanzini Bananini, Tralalero Tralala, Tung 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 Sahur, Burr Burr Patapim. You're acting real loose and soft right now, Booty. I need you tight and firm, alright, Booty? I don't want any loose booty around here. I want a nice, tight booty at the helm. You understand me? Anyway, I'm getting off track. These constant boss fights are completely fucking stupid. The big boss in Modern Warfare 2 was a guy with a mustache. Now it is a
Epic. The classic Call of Duty. I think you can go back to the origins where it was just the World War games. Oh my gosh. Just back in the day. This is Fleekazoid. Check him out. Absolutely amazing comedic gold when it comes to video games. This is apparently a war game. I guess the story is that you get dosed on some drugs and then the entire... It's like the Wizard of Oz. You got hit with a piece of wood. You dreamed everything. Nothing actually mattered. It was all make-believe. It was all inside your head. Yeah, this whole thing is nothing but an acid trip. The whole game is nothing but an acid trip. Yeah, but it was realistic. It was grounded. You would arrive on the beaches of Normandy and everyone was getting shot around you. It was insane. You felt like you were there. Not literally, but it was just, especially for the time, it felt so great. And then we got like Warzone, which was Modern Warfare. Absolutely epic. And it was basically dealing with the corruption within. When you get betrayed. Spoilers, I guess, for that old game. You get betrayed by your own. And this is what Call of Duty has become.
Michael Rooker Kaiju. A Michael Rooker Kaiju that stole Bowser's entire moveset, by the way. The Rings of Fire, the Flaming Breath. Nintendo's coming for booty. That came out wrong. Nintendo's coming for booty's ass, and it's gonna be a mess. So long, Gay Harper. spicy quesadilla. When I saw this, I had to set the controller down. I had to go touch grass and think about life. I'm starting to question if Call of Duty was ever a good franchise. I came back, now I'm watching Frank Woods, Vietnam vet, turn into a giant flower monster. I know for a fact this was never a good franchise. I don't know how the fuck people thought that this could beat Battlefield 6. They couldn't even beat the allegation. This is a Call of Duty game and I'm fighting enemies straight out of Borderlands. I'm fighting spiders, ghouls, dinosaurs, clankers. This game used to be a serious game about serious things, damn it! And their health bars are preposterous. I have to dump our entire defense.
It's funny. It is so bad. In order to keep the joke going, he has to install mods on the old games just to keep the joke going. Because the old games were so serious. That scene alone would bring you back down. It would bring the comedy back down because it was so serious. The fact that he has an anime girl mod in the game just keeps the comedy going. Oh my gosh.
Budget into every enemy. Look at how many bullets these clankers eat. Yeah, it's fine when Orc Raiders does it. We like them. We don't like you. I just wanted to make that clear. Look at this shotgun. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Activision. The weapons do so little damage, I might as well throw these metal shaker cups at them. Now, the cans on this can would get me canned on YouTube, so check out the link below using code BAMMONEY for 10% off. Wow, even they knew the campaign was boring. How do I know this? They spam notifications every 3 seconds just to keep you from falling asleep mid-reload. Half the time, they do it right in the middle of important dialogue. Can you imagine if the old games did that?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was great. That was great. Oh. Oh, what allegations? Let me see. Let me see. Where'd he say it?
Now, the cans on this can would get me canned on YouTube, so check out the link below using code BAMMONEY for 10% off. Oh. Wow, even they knew the campaign was boring. How do I know this? They spam notifications every 3 seconds just to keep you from falling asleep mid-reload. Half the time, they do it right in the middle of important dialogue. Can you imagine if the old games did that?
I don't see
it. In other news, Activision was caught using AI to make the banner images, and people were shocked. If they're gonna use AI to make the banner images, I'm gonna use Gork AI to review their use of AI. Here we go. Adolf. All right, that's enough of that. AI's not ready. Pimps, this is billion-dollar slop. They're gonna cut costs wherever the fuck they can. By next year, Activision's HR department is gonna be replaced by a Google Doc that just says, stop it. You used AI like this when you should have used AI like this. Do you see what you did wrong, Booty? Yep. As for the story, rumor has it they used AI to write that too, which would explain why half the campaign feels like a fever dream directed by ChatGPT after 3-4 locos and a head injury. As for the multiplayer, I gave up on all that when they started micromanaging your fun with skill-based matchmaking. It always goes like this. The enemy team gets 4 sweats, and my team gets 4 people who installed the game by accident. After just an astonishing launch, Activision is thanking the fans for all the positive feedback, and they've actually chosen me to personally thank them. So let's do it. This game gave me acne, AIDS, allergies, Alzheimer's disease. Just an embarrassing release and an embarrassing game. Activision thanks you, West 1107. Anal itching, anxiety disorders, arthritis, asthma. This guy says, thanks to everybody for using code BAMMONEY with this close. Autism, asbestos, bad breath. I got scammed. Yes, you did. And Activision thanks you for it. Bacterial vaginosis, benign prostate hyperplasia, that's French. Bipolar disorder, bone cancer, bone placement disorder. This franchise's eyes is dead. I couldn't have said it better myself. Brain cancer, brain damage, brain tumors, bronchitis. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Oh my gosh. Fleekazoid just does absolute gold. Absolute gold. Everyone needs to check him out. Everyone needs to check him out. He's absolutely amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. He knows how to bring comedy to the games that are absolutely terrible. Oh. That was hilarious. Yeah. It gets Black Ops 7 is just absolute garbage. Absolutely. But yeah. It's not good. Well, it might be worth a watch. Not right now. Yeah. I'm pretty much. I watched 3 things. I'm pretty good. It's late. I'm now a happily married man. I need to get to bed, rest. I just wanted to stream, check out, because I hadn't seen that trailer. I wanted to check out the trailer. Disappointed in the music, but everything else was epic. Oh, I'm glad I watched that Fleekazoid video. That was better than the last one, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Absolutely amazing. Everyone needs to check him out. Everybody. He should be one of those who's subscribed to by default. If you have a YouTube account, you're subscribed to him. Or if you watch anything related to video games, you're automatically subscribed to him. That's how it should be. Oh. Yeah, check him out. He's always worth a watch. If you want a good laugh, he does all kinds of games.
You guys got a video? What's so bad?
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, wait on that.